Hi, in this video I'm going to show you adjusted exponential smoothing forecasting method. As you can actually guess from the name, this forecasting method is somehow similar to exponential smoothing, except here we're just implementing some adjustments. And you can actually see in my table that I have two new columns. One is trend, another one is adjusted forecast. Let's quickly check out our formula. So this is our formula here. Actually, our definition says that an adjusted exponential smoothing model is an expanded version of the exponential smoothing model that includes a trend adjustment factor. So it's more or less the same. Adjusted forecast for the next period will be forecast for the next period, unadjusted forecast for the next period, the exponential smoothing, the one that we did before in previous video, plus trend factor. And so unadjusted, when you look at the formula, we see that it's exactly the same as the exponential smoothing. But then here we have trend factor. And formula for trend factor is that it is again a weighted average. You can see we have beta and then 1 minus beta. At this time we're doing weighted average of forecast for the next period minus forecast for the current period. And then here I have trend factor for the current period. Let's actually go back to our Excel. Let's start with unadjusted, which is exponential smoothing. We've done this before, so I'm just going to type 84 here, and then here I'll type equal. Let's remember our formula. Alpha times forecast for the current period. So I'm going to have this, F4 times forecast, plus type 1 minus alpha. Gonna fix it, close the brackets, times forecast for the current period. And it should be exactly the same as this one, yes. Now if you've noticed, here I have alpha, which we already know, and then beta, yeah? Don't worry, this will be given in your final exam. Let's do trend now. So trend here says that we have to have some historical data before. So we cannot start from week 1, so I'm just gonna put 0 here. We're going to start from week 2. I'll type equal. We'll go back to our formula. It says beta. I'll just fix it. Times forecast for the next period. Open brackets. Forecast for the next period is this. When I say next period, I mean I am at week 1. Now I'm trying to forecast week 2. So next period will be week 2 minus forecast for the current period. This one here. Close the brackets. And then plus, open the brackets, 1 minus beta. Just fixed it. Close the brackets, times trend factor for the current period, which is actually 0. Yeah. And then enter. I will just drag it down. We don't need this one. No, actually we do need. Yep. So, by the way, if you see negative number, it's not negative, it's just a minus sign or dash, whatever you want to call it. It means 0. So depending on your formatting, sometimes it will show 0, sometimes it will be like this. And when you see brackets, it means negative number. Now that we're done with our trend factor calculation, we look at our formula. It says forecast for the next period plus trend factor for the next period. So my adjusted forecast will be equal unadjusted plus trend. And then I'll drag it down. So if I go with adjusted exponential smoothing model, my forecast for the week 16 will be 102. Now let's actually calculate MFE, MAD, and MAPE. So my forecast error will be equal this minus unadjusted. And then here I'm gonna have absolute. You already know this thing, so let's quickly do it. and then error will be this divided by the actual. I'm gonna have percentage here, and then drag it down. Equal, average. I'll select this. I love doing some shortcuts. I'll go this way, and then I'll select, enter, and this area. It says 11%, and previously we had 12%. Yeah? So now if I go with adjusted exponential smoothing forecasting method, my MAP will be 11%. Now keep in mind that we have two variables here where we can actually manipulate our data, so we can use them. So let's say I want to change alpha to 0.3 just to see how this will affect. Let me add some decimals here. So 0.2. So yeah, in 0.2 it was 11.1. I did 0.3. It went down. And then for beta, let me just say 0.7. Yep. And then on and on. You can play with these numbers, assigning different values, different weights to your forecast and then a trend. And by doing this, you can actually decrease your forecast error.